All right, let's continue on our Super Bowl 58 previews. And today we're going to look at empty formations for both teams. Okay, so I'm not going to look at the Kansas City offense, but I'm going to look at the 49er defense because I've always said that if I was playing against them, I would run a lot of empty formations. Obviously, it was something that I was good at, but I feel like it can really exploit this defense because they love to play this shell coverage. So they love to play 4 deep, 2 high safeties, corner off, and that leaves 1, 2, 3 guys underneath. So oftentimes with empty formations, you're really attacking quickly, right? You're not holding it to try to throw the ball down the field. You're trying to put pressure on those underneath zones. So I believe empty does a great job of putting pressure on the underneath zones, and it gets the ball out quick, which helps to slow down the pass rush, okay? And so we've talked about it a little bit already, where when they have this shell coverage, okay, they've got 2 defenders front side and only 1 underneath defender to the weak side. Now, if they want to drop down to a middle high zone, it's going to be the same sort of thing that we were talking about, 2 underneath defenders to one side, 2 underneath defenders to the other side. So you have a chance to really exploit them where you have your 3 wide receivers. Okay, so the 3 wide receivers are up on top, and you're going to see, once again, it's kind of in the vein of the free release with the back. Free release of the back right here, and it puts pressure on this outside linebacker. Now, we could probably take the flat if we're Joe Burrow right here because that flat defender is high, but he is going to push through to the numbers, and once again, we get that isolation high-low off of Fred Warner over to this side, and so you see it right there. There's guys open all over the place. Take this one, take this one. This one ends up wrapping around Fred Warner. You got that one. You got guys all over the place to that 3 receiver side that are open. Joe doesn't see it here, and he bounces around trying to make a play, isn't able to make anything happen. Here we go against the Browns. What do you see? Shell coverage. 1, 2, 3 guys underneath. We're going to have an advantage. If you're running the underneath zones, you're going to have an advantage on the backside 2-on-1. You're going to have an advantage on the front side 3-on-2. So here we go. And there you have it. Okay, so we got this guy open. Now they end up jumping there. And so we got this guy open, but you see quick throws open all over the place. Get the ball out of your hands. Make some big plays. Okay, so we've been talking about attacking the front side with this. 3-on-2 over there, but as I've mentioned, there's also 2-on-1 on the backside. So don't be surprised if the Chiefs come out and go with this empty set. They put Travis Kelce in this position here, and they run him on some sort of a choice route. As good as Dre Greenlaw is on the backside, it's a lot of space to cover. Right here, the Jags do it with the wide receiver. So you can isolate Dre Greenlaw, one of these linebackers, with a wide receiver as well because they want to keep those 2 linebackers on the field. But it's a lot of space over there on the backside to go 2-on-1, right? There's lots of things that we can do here. Break this guy out, break this guy to the inside. All that isolation, if you keep guys on what I call the first level. You send one to the deep level, now they're at least in a position to be able to cover this with their secondary guys and their underneath guys. But if you keep everybody on the underneath level, it puts a lot of pressure on this defense and a lot of quick throws, easy throws you can hit. All right, what do we see again? See it again, right? We see shell coverage actually here. Shell coverage, and here they actually only rush 3. So they drop a defensive end out, so he gets into the mix as well. But your same areas are free, okay? You see it. Open to the outside. Open to the outside. If this guy wasn't here, you're working back to the inside, and you've got opportunities there as well. But you're going to see a lot of quick throws. Boom, ball's out of their hands. Opportunities for easy completions on the outside. Okay, here we're going to do it with 2 tight ends. Not that Kansas City is going to do this, but we're going to spread them out with 2 tight ends. And we're going to attack the space. I mean, here's one where San Francisco is actually keeping extra guys down. This guy ends up going back. We're going to drop down over here, but we're still going to find space here. You've got the flat over there. You've got a lot of quick throws, putting the pressure on their underneath zones, even when they're trying to drop an extra guy down and get in the mix. right here, if Jalen's taking it right there, that's an easy completion right here to Devontae Smith. Completion. Easy completions. Got to be ready. Got to understand where the weakness of their defense is against what you're doing, but get the ball out of your hands, and there is quick completions to be had. Here's one where they actually are going to a cover 3 here, but they're bringing a little bit of pressure. But once again, you're going to see 3 against 2 in this particular look. They throw it down to the bottom where they've got 2-on-2. No problem right there. But you see up at the top, putting that pressure once again. Quick guy to the flat, takes him out of there. Puts the high-low pressure on this linebacker right here. Quick, easy throws coming out over and over again. So you get into empty. If you want to take the quick throws, you want to get the ball out of your hands. It's a great way to put pressure on the underneath zones of the San Francisco 49ers. I'd love to see this changeup by the Chiefs at some point. You spread them out, and so you see it. They're starting to move outside. They're conscious of everything here. Now, Joe Burrow is going to take this on a quarterback draw. It's kind of a changeup. Nice little play there, something that Patrick Mahomes could definitely do, but a nice little changeup in this empty formation.